He's a hit songwriter, a #1 recording artist, plus he's working on brand new music right now, and he's invited us over to his house. His name is James Otto. Music City 411 starts now. And here we are. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Music City 411. I'm your host, Shane Tallant. And we're today a very special episode of Artist Spotlight with none other than James Otto. And we sit here in a pretty cool studio right here in your home.
Thank you.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it, man. This is the spot where, like, all my writer buddies, when they come over to the house, we come over here, crack a beer or two, write a song, record music here. It's a perfect little spot for all that.
Currently, you're writing, and it's a
Yes.
new thing. It's kind of a new sound, maybe even.
You know, it's a continuation of the country soul thing, but it definitely is. It's coming along and growing and figuring out what it really is. You know, as an artist, I've always kind of grown from record to record and changed. And I'm influenced by so many different kinds of music and love so many different kinds of music that I can't help but have some of those things end up in what I'm working on.
So you're working on a new thing, and you mentioned, I read a quote that says, you know, your sound is kind of halfway between Nashville and Memphis.
That's right, yeah.
And I looked at a map, and halfway between Nashville and Memphis is Jackson, Tennessee.
Jackson, Tennessee, that's right. It's actually where my wife is from, actually, which is strange. And Carl Perkins. So my wife and Carl Perkins. What are you going to do?
Well, I wanted to ask you, so what is someone in Jackson, Tennessee, what does that sound like? And how do you categorize your sound?
A little country, a little soul, and a little rock and roll thrown in there too. You know, obviously, Memphis is known for great blues, great soul, and rock and roll, because it was basically the birthplace of rock and roll with Elvis Presley and all the stuff that was coming out of Sun Records. And then obviously you have the Nashville sound as well, something that I'm very familiar with, and all country fans are as well. But so if you kind of mashed those things together, that's relatively what my sound would be.
Now let's backpedal about 4 years. 2008, you had a smash hit.
I'm thankful for the weekend, but 2 days in heaven
Just Got Started Loving You, which I have to admit I have sung slightly intoxicated at karaoke, and not nearly as well, in fact, horribly, but I think that must have changed things for you as an artist, as a person, and
drastically, yeah, drastically changed my life. You know, I'd been in Nashville for a long time, even at that point, but it only takes one song. Nashville is really kind of famous for that. One song can change your life, and that was the thing that kind of brought me out of obscurity and put me on everybody's radar, which was fantastic, and I'm really thankful for that, for sure.
And then moving forward, a couple years later, you had a hit song that you wrote for Jamie Johnson in Colors, Grammy-nominated, ACM, CMA, all the awards.
Yeah, man.
So you kept the ball rolling, and not necessarily as an artist, but as a songwriter too.
You know, it did both really for me in a lot of ways. Having a song that was as big as that one with another artist, I play it every night first off, and it's always a huge hit at my show. But it also kind of just opened my eyes to what else is possible for me as an artist, and what other kind of songs that I can pull off, and kind of those things are big influencers. When you have success with whatever kind of thing that you're writing, you tend to want to write more of those type of songs, for sure.
ain't in no hurry. I'll be a fool now, no worry.
Currently, you've got a single on the radio that you wrote for Zach Brown, and I think it's sitting right now at number 2. It's close.
Yeah, number 2 is exactly where we're at. So yeah, I'm excited, man. It's been such an amazing success. Like, to have a song with Zach Brown, who's had like 9 number 1s in a row. I'm just thrilled about it. It's really great.
I saw you. We ran into each other Monday night at a local thing they do every week here called the Whiskey Jam, which is really cool. It allows artists to just get up, play a couple songs, and play some new music, which I'm sure was the reason you wanted to be there that night, was to maybe sample some new stuff. So let's talk about briefly the new music you're working on and what you've got coming up.
You know, I've been working on a bunch of new music. I've been recording a project with my guitar player and Tyler Kane, have been working on this new record of a bunch of new songs that I've been writing, and it's got more of a rock edge to it than some of the things that I've done in the past. And I'm really excited about this project because it's all my band. It's the guys that I've been on the road with for years. We've got a really cohesive sound because we've been playing together for so long. It's not a bunch of studio cats. And it feels more organic and it feels more real, and that's exciting for me, you know.
As an artist, we've got radio stations that can play your music, but without the fans, it just doesn't happen. Especially in country music, there's no more, loyal fan base. And I know you've gotten really interested in and doing a lot of shows on Stage It, which is a streaming live concert source that you can play live music, and you're about to do a show tonight.
Yeah.
Talk to us about what that means to you and having the ability now with this media that's available.
It's an outlet like has never really existed before. It's a direct connection from literally today. It's a direct connection to my own home studio where I can sit and play new music. I can play favorites of the fans, and also there's a chat blog that goes along with it, so I can talk to them as they're going down. They can request songs, and it's a way to be face to face almost. We're literally almost face to face, and have that connection and talk about what's going on, and they can really kind of feel what's happening in your life. And I really love doing it. It's really fun.
Well, I don't want to keep you too long because I know you've got to get.
Yeah,
but thanks so much for having us, man. We're gonna stick around and watch your Stage It show.
Thank you.
It's stageit.com. You can catch them on there all the time. Plus, you can follow them on Twitter. It's @JamesOtto. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter as well at MusicCity411, and check out our website, musiccity411.net. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for loving country music. I'm your host, Shane Tallant. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.